One of the most exciting things I've worked on since I've joined Bonnier Books UK in the kids division is working on Family of Lies. This is the prequel to We Were Lies by Lockhart. My colleague and my line manager Emma Quick put together this amazing PR package to go to bloggers, to press, to influencers and more, and it did not disappoint. Before I get into exactly what's included in this package, I want to know what you would be most excited to receive. Is it the book itself or is it some of the other little bits that come along with it? Drop it in the comment section down below and let me know. This package from start to finish was chef's kiss. The reason we did a proof package for this is because it's one of our biggest, if not the biggest title for the YA imprint hockey books this year. We Were Lies came out in, I think it was about 2015, and we are now publishing, as I said, the prequel by Lockhart, which has had so much excitement across BookTok. So once we got the sign off that we were allowed to print some proof copies, Emma Quick decided to brainstorm what else we can include in this proof package. So all kudos to her on the creativity, what was included, all of that jazz. My involvement in this was basically just giving my opinion on how things looked when it was kind of like on the screen on Photoshop before it was all printed, putting forward any ideas, and then actually doing the packaging, which was actually quite fun. A lot of the time these things can seem like really boring, really tedious, kind of like a waste of time, but I actually found it really therapeutic, and of course I filmed some of it as well. I think it was also exciting because I knew that this was going to be like a big title for us. I was really excited to see some of the stuff online, and it has been really exciting, even for me when it's not my title, even for me to see all the stuff on TikTok, on Twitter, on Instagram. It's been really exciting to see how it's been put together, the behind the scenes, and then seeing the finished product. So what was actually included in the package? First of all, we included We Were Liars. Even if the person receiving the package had received We Were Liars, this was a new edition. So the title of We Were Liars is printed in this new gorgeous pink colour. And then we had the proof of Family of Lies, which again, all designed by Emma Quick. As We Were Lies broke a lot of people's hearts across the internet, we included some branded tissues that had the Family of Lies cover on this. I think this is a really good idea as well because it's something that people actually use as opposed to just receiving and chucking away. Tissues, obviously you're going to need that for this book, but you can also carry it around with you, and then we have that kind of like branding, getting that exposure. Similarly, we had some biscuits that were created by a local biscuit company. We also had a cease and desist, a letter that says open after reading Family of Lies, which definitely has sparked the most interest across people. Like, I thought maybe it would have been like the tissues or the postcard, but the open after reading, I suppose because I know what's in it, it wasn't so much of a surprise, but the people receiving it seemed to be really kind of like shocked and want to know what's inside. It's essentially from the lawyers of the Sinclair family, basically saying, you know, keep this all to yourself. If you need to discuss what's happened in this book, here is a QR code to our Discord channel, which has recently been set up by us at Hockey Books, and we've got a channel, a thread on there for people to start talking about it, and that cease and desist and that QR code links to that. We then had a postcard from Beachwood Island, which is where We Were Lies and Family of Lies is set, saying wish you were here, and on the other side it's a little note from the Sinclair family and Lockhart herself. What I want to talk about as well is the attention to detail in the whole of this proof package. Even on that, the stamp is the Family of Lies branding. The wish you were here, it says Beachwood Island on it. And then even more so, moving on to the bookmark cross ticket. One of the proof packages that I've seen from another publisher online was a ticket to, I think it was like another country, and I said that would be a good idea. And so what we did is on one of the side of the bookmark, it was a ticket to Beachwood Island. The attention to detail on that was fantastic. For example, like the flight number, it's like the publication date. There's things like Lockhart, the publication date, Family of Lies, all weaved in throughout. And then again, it's not something you just receive and you throw away. On the other side of it, it's a bookmark and it's got the Family of Lies on there, and you know, you can use that, any book lovers. And because these books and the prequel are set further back in time, we had like a cassette tape that's got all like a soundtrack to the summer that's including some lying songs on there, and we've got a QR code on that as well, so you can scan, so you can play it from Spotify. And then finally we threw in a few like old hardboard sweets as well to give that feel of the kind of dated feel, and this all came in this brown old cardboard kind of packaging and padding inside.
So here we go. So we're doing a little mailing for Family of Lies today, which is the prequel to We Were Lies. So we've got quite a jazzy box situation We're starting with some little fluffy. And we're actually going to put in open after reading Family of Liars, and what's in there is, spoiler alert, a little cease and desist demand. So sort of encouraging people to not spoil the book for everyone else and giving them a safe space to talk about the book. So that's going in. We've got a copy of We Were Liars, and this has like a new cover, so even if you have a copy of We Were Liars, you haven't got this one because this is all jazzy and new. And then the good stuff is the Family of Liars proof, so so we've got a postcard which is from Beechwood Island, and it's from the author and the family who are in the book. We've got a one-way ticket bookmark to the island where the book is set, and that's just like a cute bookmark on the other side. We have got a cassette which has your playlist on to scan and have your soundtrack to your summer. And then, because We Were Liars upset people so much and made them cry, we've got some nice Family of Liars tissues. So you know, you don't even have to use your own tissues when Lockhart decides to ruin your life. And we've got a little biscuit, because who doesn't want a little biscuit? And some sweeties, because again, it just makes it nice, doesn't it? And then we do a nice little sticker on the top.
It definitely took a good few hours to package everything up, and there were quite a few to do, so we ended up having some really full post bags at the end of the day when we were in the office. So the post was collected about 5 p.m, and by the next day people had already received them, which is fantastic. So it was really, really exciting to see that the kind of like work that we put in the day before was already paying off. And essentially that's the reason we do these proof packages, to have kind of like picture worthy photos of the proof and get everyone hyped up about it as much as we are. Overall, this was so fun to work on, and Emma did such an amazing job with the creativity of everything and putting it all together. It was the best proof package that I've seen, and if I hadn't been involved with it internally, I would have loved to have received something like this from a blogger's point of view as well. So I hope you found that interesting. Again, do let me know which part of this proof package you would have been most excited to read. Maybe you would have just liked the biscuit or something to eat. If you did receive one of these yourself, I'd love to know. Let me know in the comment section down below. Hopefully see you in my next one. Bye.